Hi, I'm Stephanie, and this is Chef Julie, and we're two of Festival's registered dietitians. Today, we're joining you from our kitchen, and we're talking 20-minute meals. Julie, what recipe do you have for us today?
Today, Stephanie, we have a chicken tortilla pie, so it's literally the easiest meal ever. So that's what's really cool about it. It's also delicious. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to assemble kind of like a pie, but we're going to use typical Mexican ingredients.
Okay, so a lot of times when I think Mexican, I think tacos or fajitas. Essentially, it's the same kind of ingredients, just putting them together in a fun and different way.
Exactly. And today we're using corn tortillas.
Okay.
So we're using those because they're a whole grain. So they don't have any, additional ingredients in them like trans fat. So that's why we chose those today.
Those get an awesome Nouvelle score too.
They do, and they're really kind of a different texture. So they put a nice, different thing to this dish. So
awesome.
So what we're gonna do is start with using black beans, and these are actually refried black beans.
Okay.
So we are just gonna spread those onto our tortilla. So that's what I have here already. I have 3 done, and then we are gonna add the chicken to it.
Okay.
And you can really use any chicken.
And this is just a plain chicken breast that has a little bit of seasoning on it?
Exactly, yep. And really, if you want to take it to the next level, you can put chili powder or cumin or different Mexican seasonings on the chicken.
I was going to say, I bet if you did the chili lime Dad's chicken breasts at Festival, that would be a nice flavor addition.
That would be perfect. So you can get those in the deli, or you can just get a rotisserie chicken and take the meat off from that and put it onto this too. We just want it to be cooked because it's only going to go in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
So we want that to be fully cooked. And then the next thing we're going to use is the salsa. So this is just a fresh cut salsa from our produce department. So it was already made. And there's lots of different kinds that you could use. There's the black bean and corn, there's mild, medium, hot. There's lots of different options for the salsa.
Awesome. So you can do whatever your taste preference is. I personally love black beans, so I would definitely do some that adds even more to the mix.
Absolutely. So this is, what's nice about this is it already has so much flavor that we don't have to chop any vegetables or do anything like that. So that's what makes it so easy.
The 20-minute part?
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and put some cheese on this first layer here.
Okay. And this, what kind of cheese is this?
This is Monterey Jack, but you could use, if you like spicy, you could use pepper jack, you could use a marble, you could use just cheddar, whatever kind you want to use. But I like this one. It's a good cheese. So we're just going to go ahead and layer again. So again, we're making a pie, so we want it to be layered.
So it's almost like a casserole.
It is. Yep, you're exactly right. So, but the fun thing about it is that, you can put it in a pie dish, which I'll show you, and then it looks like a pie, which is really fun.
Okay.
And then another thing about the beans is you could really use whole beans if you wanted to, but I think it's fun to spread this, the refried beans on there. And you could even use the regular refried beans, but I just get the fat-free.
Okay. So with the refried, though, I'm guessing that it helps to hold the whole thing together since it's more of a paste versus just regular beans out of a can.
Exactly. So, and we don't have to do anything neat about it. We can just spread it on there because we're going to throw more cheese and everything on there. So, again, just doing another layer.
I love meals like this because it doesn't have to be so perfect because I'm definitely not a perfectionist when it comes to making everything look pretty.
Exactly. That's what's perfect about this. As you can see, I'm not really, making any sort of perfection here at all. So, again, we're going to go to the salsa.
So 2 layers is probably plenty. If you had a thicker dish, maybe you could do 3, or is 2 enough?
2 is enough, and this makes, 4 or 6 servings, and you could certainly use this. It's perfect for leftovers.
Okay.
So it's really nice to heat it back up the next day.
I was going to say, could you probably freeze if you had a larger pan?
You could, yep, and you'd want to make sure it had a lid, a secure lid, but you could certainly put it in the freezer and use that. So now our last thing here is the cheese, probably most people's favorite part.
It's definitely mine.
Exactly. So we have all that ready. So that's going to go into the oven. So that's pretty much all we needed to do.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to get out I'm going to actually use this one. I will get out what we have ready. So like I said, I put it in a pie pan here so that it looks nice and pretty. Look at that cheese.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and so it's so simple. Like I said, that's all we had to do.
All right.
So now that we have this all set, as you can see, the cheese is nice and brown on the edges, so everything should be nice and hot. So I'm just going to cut this into 4 pieces here, and I'm going to cut it like a pie. The kids would love that. Anytime you can make something a little bit different, it seems just more exciting to the family. So.
Right. You need a plate?
Yep, and I need a spatula. We'll go ahead and use this. And it might be just a tad messy, but you know what?
That's
going to
the
be
fun
delicious.
of it, right?
Yep, and if you want to grab me that other plate, I'll just dish up one more here. And we get all those layers. That's what I love about a pie or a lasagna is that once you cut it open, you can see all those nice layers on the inside and all the different flavors.
It's definitely pretty.
Yeah, and then the last thing we'll do is we're going to top it with Greek yogurt. You could easily throw on some avocado or cilantro or any different toppings you want, green onion.
Sure, all of that would be a nice splash of color on the top.
It would. We're just going to keep it real simple though. We're using Chobani Greek yogurt.
Such an awesome replacement for sour cream.
It is. It's it gets a really high Nuval score. It's super high in protein, so it's a better option than sour cream.
Awesome, and I like the tanginess of it too.
Exactly. So there's a fork for you.
I get to try it.
Yes, we're going to go ahead and dig in. Got to get a little bit of everything on the bite here. Little salsa, little chicken.
That was excellent. And like you said, it's the typical flavor that you're used to, but a fun way to present it.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for the idea. Sure. If you'd like this recipe or other recipes from Chef Julie, you can visit both of her blogs, 20-Minute Meals and the RD's Hot Dish, on our website at festfoods.com. Just click on the Health and Wellness link.
Back to you.